Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Play Average, but my actual name is Justin. I'm the face and the voice behind the gaming videos you guys have seen so far on this channel. And usually I would be making gaming videos, but today I thought it'd be a little cool to create a different kind of video. And so, welcome to my job review for Starbucks and my personal advice on whether or not you should work there. I'm literally in the clothes that I'm going to be wearing at my new job. I was getting ready and I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to crack out this video. I have everything pretty much easily laid out. I did it all beforehand. I did a pros cons list. So it really shouldn't take that much time. We'll start with the pros and then we'll move to the cons. And then I'll give you my personal opinion as to whether or not you should work there. All right. So the first pro I have on here is that it pays above minimum.
Hello. I like money.
Not that much though.
Got it!
I thought that was hot shit back when I first got the job. I really did. But now I know better. It's a pro because at least it's above minimum and what other people are getting. So there you go. So the next pro I have on here are the benefits. Starbucks has a lot of good benefits. So I will give them that. They have plenty of good benefits that everyone can take advantage of. Probably... at the top of my head, I think the ones you guys will be most interested in is the free Spotify Premium. I love Spotify. I use it for all my music, so that's good. I mean, they have free Spotify Premium. Of course, you get free drinks and food with the company. While you're working, you can make as many drinks as you want. You can literally drink everything on the menu while you're working on shift. And then at other stores, I believe it is a 30%, 33% discount at all other Starbucks retail stores. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You get a partner discount. So on all the food and drinks. The other benefit, of course, is free coffee. You get a free pound of coffee with Starbucks. I think it's every week, a free pound of coffee every week with Starbucks. And then some of the other cool benefits that they have are the paid time off. You do get PTO. As well as sick time. You get paid time and a half for holidays. Yes, I mean, Starbucks has some pretty good benefits. You know, I will give them that. You guys can read up on it. But that, honestly, if you were to ask anyone who's worked there at the company for over a year or longer, they'd probably tell you that one of the best perks for working for Starbucks are the benefits. Another benefit I have on here is flexibility. Being a barista for Starbucks is definitely one of those jobs that'll allow you to have a whole bunch of flexibility with your schedule and other things you want to do in your life. They can definitely work around school. They can work around, anything you have going on for vacations. Maybe you need time off. You can put time off easily, and you don't need PTO for that. You don't need PTO to request time off, which is really, really nice. I've used the fuck out of that system. I was always requesting time off. This is one of those jobs where you can definitely be flexible with it, and you can work however much you want or however little you want, and that's really cool because it definitely allowed me the flexibility to, study for school, hang out with friends, family, work on things like my YouTube channel and things like that. Another benefit I have on here is that it's easy to find coverage, and coverage being like if you're ever sick or you need someone to come in and cover your shift because you couldn't go in, for whatever reason it might be. There's a whole bunch of sources to help you find coverage for that and help someone cover your shift so you're not written up or, you're not in trouble because you called out or anything like that. All right, now we're at the cons. My favorite part, because I'm just going to talk a whole bunch of shit. No, I'm playing. I'm not going to talk all that shit. Number one would probably be, all right, going into this, you have to absolutely know, like, when you work at a job like this, a food industry job, like McDonald's, Starbucks, Burger King, Jack in the Box, whatever it might be, when you're working around other people's food and it's customer service like that, get ready for some fucking pain and stress. It's always like this for whatever job is, when you're dealing with someone else's food. And like usual with any other food job, there's always going to be constant complaints about drinks, food, service, that sort of gig. You're gonna have your picky, annoying customers. You're gonna have like the entitled, like fucking Karens. You're gonna get all types of life walking through that door. You're handling other people's food, and you are there to serve them. So if they have every right to bitch and complain about whatever it is that they don't like, but and you're gonna hear it every single day. I guarantee you, you're gonna hear it when you're working at this job. More likely than not, people are gonna treat you like a walking doormat at a job like this. And with that first wonderful con out of the way, we'll get to the second one. Is working at Starbucks is that it will never not be busy. You are always busy doing something, no matter what. And if you are caught slacking, leaning up against a counter, doing nothing, they will call you out for it and make sure you are doing something. There's constant peaks and rushes. Peaks being like the busiest times of the day will probably be the morning or the lunch rushes with customers. At least for the store I worked at too, there was always a huge ass line, probably throughout all of my shift. And management also makes sure they want to pressure you, right? And make sure that their drive times are good and transaction times are really, really, really fast. And so there's all this pressure and high expectations to really crank out customers. And with all this anxiety and stress in the air around food and customer complaints and everything, it all starts stacking up. Number 3 being fucking management. Oh my god, fucking management at Starbucks. I've worked at, I think, 5 different stores, and I can comfortably say that I think only one of them had a good manager in place and a good system and that treats all their employees well and everything. Management doesn't give 2 fucks about you. They just don't. They don't give a shit about you.
Why are you crying?
If you don't come into work, they're gonna write you up. I've had managers, no matter what the excuse is, like no matter what it is, if you're fucking dying or something and you couldn't come to work, or you started throwing up the moment you woke up, if you don't come to work, they're gonna write you up. They have no sympathy for that shit. You're basically pretty much a small cog in a very big machine. That's all you are at Starbucks. You're there to make coffee for people and provide the exceptional customer experience. Working at Starbucks, it feels like management was actually kind of against me a lot of the time. And they are 100% completely ignorant and oblivious to any concerns or complaints about their own employees, shift managers, things like that. And these are fucking reasonable complaints too. Something that we feel we can change as employees, and management will hear every word, but at the end of the day, they will spit it out their ass and just not give a crap about it. So, working at Starbucks, if you're going into it, expect to have bad management. I'd say most of the time. If you do get a good manager and your management is good and everything, you're one of the lucky ones, and congratulations. And then my 4th con on here is there are going to be tons of callouts. At least for the stores that I worked at, there's always callouts, people not coming in for work. If they call out and they're not there, it makes everything worse. When you're missing people on the floor and you're understaffed, just a keyword, understaffed, really, at any job, it's always going to be fucking hell. And at Starbucks, that is 100% true all the time. You're not going to want to work there anymore, and it's hell, and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate the shift, and if it's a store where it's a continuous problem and people are not showing up to work and somehow they still have their jobs, it's a really bad situation. Really, really bad. I'm glad I left. I'm fucking glad I left. But number 5 and my final con is coworkers. This one's tricky, okay? Because listen, you can have some good coworkers. I've definitely had some really good coworkers working at Starbucks. I have. But most of the time, I've had some really bad fucking coworkers, man. So there's the people who aren't doing what they should be doing, like the lazy, slacking coworkers. And when you see that at a job like this and they're not putting in their fair share, you're like, what the fuck? Come on now. Like, please contribute. Please, help us out with the rush and everything like that. And it's just really annoying. But then also, you have the coworkers who just somehow need to pick every little fucking thing about what it is you do. They have a huge stick up their ass. They feel like they know everything. Then you'll get those coworkers. I've had those a lot. I've had both the lazy and the slacking off, and then the also like micromanaging, like stick up the ass coworkers who thought they knew everything. And it's almost like their fucking life objective to make your life a living hell. So with that, my pros and cons list, here's my final opinion. Starbucks is a really good first job, and that's all it should be. That's all it should be, is just a really good first job. I worked for 3 years at Starbucks, and honestly, 1 year too many. But I somehow stuck around for 3 years. I'm not proud of it at all. Fuck no. But it's one of those jobs, man. You just need to get out quick. Because you'll find that over time, the longer you work there, it's just not worth it, and it takes a toll on you, and it's a really bad job. It's for a long time, but it's a good first job if you just turned 16 and you're looking for just some change, or just some quick money. But other than that, I would not recommend working at Starbucks as a long-term gig. And with that, hopefully this was helpful to you. That is my job review and my personal recommendation on whether or not you should work at Starbucks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.